on, yo. Come on, yo. The slant.
Slant.
All right, Paulie, let's go.
Falso orgullo, furia ciega empañaron la visión.
Hey. It's the Hola, hi. I'm gonna put up a little bit. So, that was a great show. I recommend, highly recommend, subbing to Truck Stop Mixtape. He does music and interviews of musicians, but all genres. And this particular weekend was El Sonido Sancocho and celebration of Dominican alternative music. So, this artist right here, I like. It's kind of poppy, a little rock, not your typical what you would think to be a Dominican act, if there is one. But let's go back and we'll give you a little flair, little Dominican flair. How about that? Here we go. Eso. Oh, right. The Slantinos are showing up. Frank Gonzalez. Welcome. Dave Bob. What's going on, my Louisiana brother? Hermanito. The Wrench is here. Darth Haster. Hola, everyone. Where is the beautiful purse lady? Top of the hour. And the Latino Slant's #1 dude, Hermano Mio. Clobber Times is here. ¿Qué pasó? Got the pre-show going on for another 15 minutes. This past weekend was Dominican celebration of Dominican independence. So we're just playing a couple acts here from our good buddy Giovanni Blanco's YouTube page called Truck Stop Mixtape. And this band, this song is all the fun. So what I want to do is I want to promote our show next week. Our show next week has we got a different day and we have a different time. A different day and different time, everybody. And hello, this is the pre-show Slant. Don't have the full hair and makeup yet. But what's going on is we are having March 11th, 7 p.m. the Spring Music Palomazo. Now a Palomazo is a jam. It's like a backyard, back porch jam, the Palomazo. And so we're going to be raising money for charity. We are narrowing down the charities that we're going to be raising for. But live performances from Nina Diaz, Los Sundowns, Edo, Billy Music, and more. Yeah, that is next week. So let's play some music from my brother Beto Martinez and Los Sundowns, which we're gonna get an interview with him. I'm really curious as to the title because he's technically saying the Sundowns. He's saying the Los Sundowns. So I'm like, what are you talking about? But I think you guys are gonna really dig this music. Let's go to their song titled Los Los Angeles. This music just came out. Their album just came out. They're called Los Sundowns. And thank you for the people that are here. I hope everyone is well. Keep saying greetings to each other and to us, Slantinos. We will read all your comments before getting to the big show at the top of the hour. Crimson Mist, greetings, programs. Steve Kenobi, hey there, Paulie. How are you today? I am well. It was a very busy day. I was able to get in a nap, which I'm very grateful for. Naps are awesome. So this band is called the Los Sundowns. It's headed by Austin's own Beto Martinez. And Beto's in a few other bands. And one being the Grammy Award-winning Grupo Fantasma. But this band is brand new. From what he was telling me, he's got the drummer from Chicago, and I believe another singer from Chicago. And this particular song is an instrumental, obviously. Nice. I love this. There's Beto right there with the guitar. We got 13 people up in the chat. This is pre-show time. This is a time for you to let us know how your day is going. Please use the comment. Please share. And we're just playing some really cool music for you guys. As long as we don't get taken off the air, which has happened before. This is Los Sundowns. They're going to be part of our Music Palomazo, our backyard jam next week, the 11th. They're going to come on actually and do an interview. But we're going to have live performances from Nina Diaz, Billy Music, and more. There's always something here on the slant. Yeah. Okay, in about 10 minutes, we're going to have Deanna Diaz come on. And that is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh, thanks for posting. Thanks, Darth. Thank you so much. I forgot about Discord. I always forget Discord, man. No offense. I always forget about Discord. And I shouldn't, because I have a Discord channel as well. So, yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think of this song. This is the Los Sundowns. It's called Los Angeles, or Los Angeles, California. And it's pretty mellow. These homies are from Austin and Chicago. Nice. Kronos is here. Hey, peeps. Hey, Kronos. Nice. Okay, so one of the things I had the pleasure of doing this past week, actually this past Sunday, is that I got to work in conjunction with Midnight's Edge and Tom of Midnight's Edge and get an interview done. So it's kind of overlapping and you'll see, and I'm going to play a few minutes of this, then we'll come back to some music. But the event that they're talking about is actually happening tomorrow, Wednesday. It's free. All the links, guys, everything that I'm talking about, wrenches, it's in the description, so you can grab some of that. So let's go to this interview that we got to do. And it's actually on the Midnight's Edge official YouTube page, which was quite, I have to admit, it's quite an honor. And this is an interview we got to do with the playwright and actor Matthew Lillard. So let's check it out. And leading man, actor extraordinaire Matthew Lillard. Hey,
yo, holla.
Holla.
You look like a playwright. Look at all those books behind you. You're so smart.
Wait, which one?
Yeah.
Which one? One has a gremlin behind him.
I'm the one that
One's
looks like a
Deadpool.
kid, right? Like, yeah.
No, I would say the one with the gremlin is probably the playwright.
Yeah.
You guys have an interesting event, and it is actually this Wednesday, happening online for free. This is crazy. So, Oliver, since it's your short play, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, the most important thing, as you just said, is it's free. I think maybe the other most important thing is that it's an A-list cast. I'm happen to write it, and it's got a great subject matter, but we're talking about a cast that includes Matthew Lillard, Marlene Forte, who's been on like Altered Carbon, and Superstore, and lots of stuff. Chastity Dotson is a great actress. Herbert Seguenza, who's like a mythic, amazing actor. And David Zayas, who you guys probably know from Gotham and from Dexter. So it's like this insanely great cast, and we've come together for a short play online about the life of Ruben Salazar. Ruben Salazar was a journalist who most people know him for his death 50 years ago. It was at the Chicana moratorium. It was a demonstration for Chicana rights and against the Vietnam War, and he was murdered. And so most people all want to talk about how he was murdered, but we want to talk about what he did in his life. And he happened to be a journalist whose theme was probably the theme going on in his own life, was identifying himself. And I feel like the world is the same way about this. And his particular identity was, am I a Mexican American? Am I a Chicano? What does that mean? What's that hyphen in between the Mexican American? And can we make it work for ourselves?
Matthew, you're playing two historical characters.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Well, I mean, yeah, well, I'm playing two historical characters and then the LA Times throughout the entire 60s. Yeah, I played JFK and Richard Nixon in two little, I mean, it's a very short play. So they're two little quick, beautiful speeches that both guys gave during the course of their life that Oliver's put into the play. And
we got an ad.
Spin class was brutal. Although you can try using the Buick's
Which is
massaging
fine.
seat. Oh yeah, that's
Ads
nice.
happen.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put?
Skip the ad. Let's play a little bit more of this interview,
not too
right?
often that you get to play two
This is
icons in less than 15 minutes.
This is the Latino Slant pre-show. Please share the link. Diaz is going to be with us shortly. Right now, we're playing an exclusive interview we got with Matthew Lillard and playwright Oliver Mayer. Their event is tomorrow. It's free, guys. It's absolutely free to watch this short performance. And let's continue our interview.
Right.
Who could say they've ever played both, right? Like,
Right. Well, not in 15 minutes. They are
exactly. Not just that, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, look, it's an incredible cast. The material flies by. It's super fun. And personally, you know, I've never taken Chicano studies. I knew nothing about Ruben Salazar. And so to sort of live in this space and play with these people, and obviously it's been just a real treat.
Well, you know, Tom, me and Tom are big Cheech and Chong fans. You know, there's that Mexican American song, right? Right, that we all poke fun about, but in reality, the Chicano experience is that, you know, you go to college and you take Chicano studies, so you learn about this. Because I didn't know shit, man.
It's true.
Santa Monica was just like, what?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, Ruben, huh?
What?
My cousins live down the
They
street
played for the
from
Rams,
Salazar.
right?
Yeah, well, you know, my family lived down the street from Salazar Park back in the day. What was it called before? Belvedere.
I think it was Belvedere Park. And
Yeah.
the Silver Dollar Cafe is actually still there, where
Right.
he actually did die. And it's under weird circumstances. And a lot of people really think it was it was death by cop. And the question was, how much, you know, how dirty was it? I tend to think it was more really, really bad policing, which we have seen again over the years. We wanted to spend some time on him alive, the things he meant to do, the people he was trying to talk to, using the LA Times and eventually TV KMEX, which eventually became Channel 34, which eventually became Univision, and just the beginnings of a formation of an identity that we all deal with now.
So how did this collaboration happen? How did this connection, Matthew, happen? How did you become a part of this?
Well, Oliver and I have a friend at USC who I hate it when you go to the big screen. I'm like, oh my god.
I know, right? All right, here
I know,
we go.
it's supposed to be my. It's supposed to
Tom
be my
wanted me
job,
to
but
do it,
every
man.
time you go big, I'm like, oh God, go to makeup, son.
Here you go. You're a handsome man.
Yeah.
But we,
What a great
Oliver and I
guy.
became friends probably 5, 6 years ago, 7
What a
years
good
ago
guy.
now, 8 years
Yeah, it
ago.
could be even more. Yeah.
Yeah, and I started. He was like one
Okay,
day
so,
said, "Come in, let's
listen,
read.
I'm
Let's read the script." And
I
we've
hate
done that
to
a
cut
couple
it.
times, and then this opportunity came along.
But we can watch. You guys can watch more of this video. The full video. The link is into the chat below. We had a wonderful time, and just so you know, that's part one. That part one has got to do just with the play and what Matthew's doing in the play, and of course Oliver as well. Part two is going to come out. Tom's editing it right now of Midnight's Edge. It'll be on that channel. That's where we get to talk to Matthew about his career, all his movies and everything. That is a lot of fun. So be on the lookout for that as well. Okay, so this still is the pre-show. I still want to hear from you guys. Let's say hello to the chat. Let's say hello to the chat before I play some music. We got Ramos. Saludos, Slant fam. Saludos. Cindy V. Hi, Matthew Lillard. Love you. Yeah. Andrew Seabrook. Hola, hola. Oh, wait a minute. I like what you said. Great. Excellent get, amigo. Thank you. Thank you. And Dave Bob. Shaggy. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Francisco Rodriguez. Hey, Diana, where you at? She's going to be right with us when we start the show full speed. This is a pre-show, man. We're just like hanging, playing music, seeing how everyone's day's going. That 70s rock fan. Hola, Slantinos, my brother. One of the original Slantinos in La Casa. I love it. Okay, so talking about she needs the link again. Please email me link again. All right, so let's put this music up. We're going to play one more song, and that is from headliner of our March 11th show. Her name is Nina Diaz. A lot of people in the chat, in the Slantino community, know Nina. This is from our Christmas show where she debuted a brand new original song. It's not a Christmas song, even though it's Christmassy gear that they have on. We're going to check it out right there. Let's play her music, shall we?
Here's a new song called This Crazy Feeling.
Play it.
It's 6 o'clock again, and I think she's gonna write you a love. She's gonna tell you all about the way she felt the other night. And even though you told her once before you could never love her, she has this crazy feeling that something she's. Oh, she only wanted to tell you how it feels when you're away. Dream nothing will fall. Her burning love. It's 6 o'clock again, and she's gonna write another letter. She'll seal it with a kiss and get short. The party starts tonight. Even though you told her once before you could never love her, she has this crazy feeling that something she's. Oh, she only wanted.
Thank you guys for subscribing. We have a lot of new people here. Thank you so much.
When you're away, dream nothing but fall. The burning love remains.
the Slantino pre-show here on the Latino Slant. Nice, Nina.
She opened up her door and on the floor she found herself a letter.
Boom, 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 boom.
She held it to her chest and she thanked the gods and stars above.
Boom, 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 boom.
'Cause even though you told her once before you could never love her, it said to whom it
We're almost done with the pre-show. We're gonna turn it over with our new opening credits.
Oh, she only wanted to
Do me a
tell
favor, we
you.
got a lot of people here, which I love. Like, hit the like button, share the link to your familia y todo.
Dream, nothing will fall. Her burning
Welcome,
love
Crystal.
and she has this crazy feeling that someday she's gonna. She has this crazy feeling that someday she's gonna. She has this crazy feeling that someday she's gonna.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant.
Yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. All right, Paulie, let's go.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right, listen.
I'm
Yo,
listening.
just go ahead and let the guest play. Come on. Jeez.
All right.
That's better.
Let's enjoy the show, guys.
Gotta go.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Latino Slant. My name is Paulie. And if this is your first time here with us live on the show, thank you so much. Whether you're from Midnight's Edge, whether you're from La Comunidad of Diaz, wherever you're coming, you are welcomed. We've been having a great time, and it is a treat. We've just hit around, I would say, 750, 755 subscribers, and I love every one of you guys. You guys make this exciting, make this so much fun. Before I bring my guest on, and she is here, our guest is here, and she's also not just a guest, but she's gonna start being like a co-host, you know. So we're gonna work her into the fabric of the show. All right, let's see who's here. Let's say hello one more time before we bring on our special guest. I saw this great Crystal Lopez. Hello, everyone. Eyes So New Photography. Crystal, oh, you take the photos. She's a great photographer. Here to support my girl Diana from Mexi Cheek Crafts, also your podcast. Thank you. Seeing Nina live in downtown LA. She is awesome. Crystal, make sure you're subscribed to us, porfa, please. And the great Scott from Sporkin News. Gotta sleep, but up. But most respect, gracias. Bone is here. Hola, Bone. Laura Lopez is here. Yes, smash that like button 3 times, 4 times. Awesome opening. Thank you. Thank you. Good night, Scott. Good night. Get some rest, brother. Thanks for stopping by. He's got a really good show. They talk about a lot of really controversial, cutting edge topics every day. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And our Muslim uncle is here. Salam and hail. Salam and hail. Gabriela Gonzalez. Dale duro, Diana. And that's it, man. Let's bring on right now. Hey!
Hi. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hi, Paulie.
Wait
Thank
a
you
minute.
so much for having me on this
Yeah.
show. And I'm glad that you and I have a lot of support from our friends and our family because I know that's who's tuning in. So, hi, friends and family.
Wait. Okay. All right, audience. We did not color coordinate. I swear to God.
You're both wearing.
This
Who is that?
Romy's gonna see this show later on. Oh my God. Because you know what's funny is that I asked her, hey, should I put a jacket on? She's like, no, this is good. This is good. So
We're wearing cool blue.
Cool blue, baby.
Yeah.
How have you
And
been?
you know what? I'm wearing cool blue because I wanted to showcase my necklace. I'm carrying a new line of Talavera and semi-precious stones that I'll be carrying on my line, but I'll talk about that later. But I wanted to showcase it.
Well, I mean, how can it not be showcased with the low plunge and the beautiful fashion and también your hair gorgeous as ever. Thank you so much for being here, Diana.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the chat agrees. Okay, the chat agrees. Hello, beautiful from Dave Bob.
Hi, Dave. Un besito.
Darth Hastro. Hola, Diana.
Hola, Darth. Chulo.
Chulos, man. Chulos. Soledad Fierro is here.
Oh, I love Soledad. She's
Hola,
been
Soledad.
such a great inspiration in my life.
Berenice Frias is here.
My family. That's my family.
Yeah. Gabriel, cute fashion coordination. Twinsies.
Yay.
That was not meant. Bone says, hola, Diana. Yeah.
Hi, Bone.
Everyone has been asking when you're coming back since you were first on.
Really?
So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Josie Mejia. Woohoo, my beautiful
Hi,
amiga.
Josie. It's a
Échale
friend of mine from high
ganas.
school. Yeah.
She's in Mexico?
No, she's from high school. And
high school.
we birthday, and we kept in touch because every birthday, even though I don't talk to her for years, she messages me, happy birthday. We have the same birthday.
And Clobber Times, one of our wrenches, is plugging your website as we speak.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Hello, butterflies. Yes. How is you all today? You know what?
We's good. We's
good. I got a nap. I'm really good.
Yeah.
Araceli Pina. Ooh, go girl.
Araceli in the house. Another dirtbag in the house.
Yeah. Working. This. I got a feeling. We're going to talk about a lot of things that, because even that word makes people uncomfortable.
Yes.
Especially when a woman calls herself a dirtbag. And I know there's a whole character to that. There's a whole thing that you got with that. You're kind of like a performer también. But between that and then the story that we're going to cover, it just shows me there's always an area that we get uncomfortable because we feel a line has been crossed. And I think that's an area to explore, and I think it's great to talk about. All right, we're gonna get through a couple more of these, and then we're gonna start talking. Rob Huffman, hi Diana.
Hi Rob. Hey Rob, what's up? Rob's another dirtbag. He's a dirtbag.
Is he a dirtbag?
I love that dirtbag.
Joe Garcia, mi amiga de mi alma.
Oh, te quiero, mi amigo del alma, chulo, precioso. Mwah.
So for the Slantino Nation, if you don't know what that means, translate for us, Diana.
Translate
what he just said.
Oh, mi amiga del alma.
Trust me, my audience knows what dirtbags are.
It's like it translates to my soul friend, my friend from my heart, from my soul, like for life.
Nice. Zara Música. Saludos, chula.
Chulada de mujer. That girl is a musician,
okay,
producer, poet. Damn.
Well, we're having a live show next Thursday, so
she's got
we got Nina Diaz is our headliner, but we have a whole bunch of acts and we've got a lot of room, so let's check her out. All right, and I think Lisa Prieto and
the moon is in the house.
Socorro Ocampo. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Socorro. Oh my God, how fun!
So, do you go by Diane in Gringolandia and then Diana in Aslan? Okay.
I'm fixing my blouse because of But no, you know what? I used to go by Diane in high school because, I think I shared this before, but like in elementary school, our teachers kind of changed our name to the English pronunciation and, with great intentions, right? And I kept Diane and a lot of my friends from high school still call me Diane, and that's fine. But when I got to college and I took my first Chicano 101 class and I learned about, Chicano studies, I was like, fuck that. I'm not Diane, I'm Diana. And I started saying my name proudly, Diana Diaz.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of my friends and my family, they're like, Diana Diaz, where, because it rhymes a little.
Yeah.
So I'm Diana. I'm full on Diana, but you could call me whatever you want, Paulie.
Diana, I love you to death, man. You're just awesome. You're so cool, man. In the interview that we did with Matthew Lillard, I don't know if you got to see a little bit of it, but they're doing a play tomorrow on Ruben Salazar, and I talk about how it wasn't until I went to Chicano Studies in college that I learned about Ruben Salazar.
Same here.
Crystal Lopez, Dirtbag Squad is in. Ow!
Woo!
Translate chula means cutie.
Chula?
Chula?
Chula is not cutie.
What is chula?
Chula, and I think your our guest should chime in, but chula is like a sultry, beautiful girl.
And it could also be a guy, chulo.
Chulo, sultry, beautiful. That's even the
Yeah. Chula. Nice. There
I
you
don't
go.
call cutie a chula. I call chulas.
Gabriela Gonzalez Mulas.
That's our high school because we all went to Wilson High School. So we're all Wilson mules.
And Tim is here. All right, cool. Thank you, Tim. Great crowd. And we really are happy. Great early crowd. We were playing some music earlier. We were talking about how our day's going. So what has been your reaction since your first appearance here to now, as far as you coming on this show?
Paul, you actually coming on your first show created a lot of opportunities for me. And I guess it was what we were talking about, our culture and growing up Chicano, And I also got like mixed reactions. I had a friend that a couple of friends that were like, I'm not comfortable with you calling yourself a dirtbag. You're not a dirtbag. But it's created an opportunity for me to have a conversation about what I've been talking about, what I've been blogging about, that, like I love to talk. I love sex. Okay.
Hey.
Who doesn't? But I know that a lot of people, but a lot of people.
Can I just want to chat? If you love sex, raise your hand in the chat and go.
Raise both hands.
Raise those hands in the chat. All right, go on.
And not only do I love sex, but I love talking about it. It's so fun to talk about it, and especially in my culture, in my community, like, when I'm at home with my mom and now that, I'm an adult woman, I feel like I want to push her buttons a little. Sorry, madre, la adoro, la quiero muchísimo. And
my mom is probably watching as well. So, they're going to cringe. That's okay.
After your show, she was so mad at me. She was so mad. She told me, te oías como una vieja corriente. I was like, Mom.
Tell our people what that means.
Talking about it. We're not doing anything. We're both professionals, whatever. And she's like, es corriente esa palabra. And she was so uncomfortable that we kept saying panocha over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then your reaction, you kept laughing, and she's watching this, she's gonna be upset. But we kept talking about it for a couple of weeks, and she didn't realize that she's just giving me more content. Because I was like, oh my God, I was cracking up talking to my friends about it. But I got a lot of great feedback because I did talk about, you and I got an opportunity to talk about things that some of the people or family in our community might be a little uncomfortable with, and which is sex, sexuality, the way we express ourselves, our language, the way we address it, and all the shame that was attached. At least in my experience growing up, there was a lot of shame attached to sex. I couldn't even watch rated R movies. So before we checked out, I remember the VHSs, right? We would go to the
Blockbuster.
Yeah, we'll go to the video store, and my mom would check to make sure they were not rated R. So we hated going with my mom to the video store because she didn't allow it.
What did you watch? What do you remember? What was like your favorite movie back then as a kid?
My favorite movie was Grease. Like my sister and I know my sister's watching. My sister and I used to watch Grease every Friday night.
Yeah.
And we knew all the songs. We would sing along to it. We would sing, and Pretty in Pink, and all the Hughes movies. We love that. Weird Science, all that. Those are such cool movies, huh?
They're great movies now, but still, I grew up on them. But nowadays with the cancel culture, they're going after Grease, saying it's outdated and. And he uses the bad words and it's sexist and in serio.
So are a lot of movies that we've watched, but they bring back really beautiful memories, and I can see that now. Like I've gone back and watched some movies that, like I would think, like I can't believe my parents let us watch these. I can't believe that they were talking about these. Like even some of the movies in Spanish. But the fact is that these movies. Do bring back a lot of memories, and I've shared them with my son, and I tell him about growing up. It gives me an opportunity to talk about our experiences and the culture, and even what might be wrong nowadays. What like that is not allowed. You won't see that anymore. That was back then.
Let me just tell the audience real quick, if you don't mind, Diana. 41 people watching, only 31 likes. Let's get the likes up. Hit the like button, guys. It helps out the channel and its algorithm. It helps us out. Trust me. It's funny, right? It's funny because we'll go back to these movies and be like, damn, they can't make movies like that anymore.
Like we watched what remember the Mario Almada, Hermanos Almada movies? Did you ever watch those?
I didn't. I did not grow up watching Mexican films.
That's right. We're two different types of Chicanos. You're Chicano West Side. I'm Chicana East Side. That's right. That's right.
The big, and it might not seem like there's a big difference to the naked gringo eye, but there's a big difference with us. And yet there's a lot that we can that we are connected by. This beautiful culture. And then when we go outside of us being Chicano, like with other Latinos, hence the Latino Slant, it's awesome. We were just playing some Dominican music, and I just love cultures, man. I love cultures.
And Paul, even within my Chicana, what I consider myself a Chicana community, and how I see other women as Chicanas within my circle, because we've been talking about it a lot. One of my girlfriends who's also Chicana, I see her as Chicana, and she didn't grow up in East LA, but she's a daughter of immigrants, Mexican immigrants. And we had a conversation about her. She told me, I don't see myself as Chicana. I'm Mexicana Americana. I'm not Chicana. And I think that, the article that you shared earlier kind of it's related to that, because we can see ourselves or tag ourselves as whatever we want. And Chicana, the phrase Chicana might make somebody feel uncomfortable or might trigger something and in another person, but not necessarily me, or might trigger something else in me. Like Chicana, reminds me of the fight, of the struggle, of everything I learned, we've come so far as Chicanos or children of immigrants, whatever generation we are, but we have so much more to cover. We have a long road ahead because, everything is being brought to light now, right? Not just with our culture, but with also how we see ourselves with gender, how we identify ourselves. Even me as a dirtbag, that word dirtbag, that is so comfortable. Yeah. You're a total dirtbag, Paul.
Well, let me tell you, I think everyone is fooling themselves if they haven't been a dirtbag at some point in their life.
And you know what? If talking about sexuality or the dirt, where the way my community was when I was growing up, because it's changed a lot, and kind of poking fun at the beautiful things that did happen, the beautiful experiences. If that makes me a dirtbag, then I have to own it. Sure. But I think people that know me and love me, and the more I showcase my work or what I'm trying to, what I'm producing, I think you see that, I have the best intentions. So I'm not a bad dirtbag, but I am a dirtbag.
Well, I think on your latest post or whatever it was, you said be true to yourself first, or something like your one-liner.
Oh, that you are your look in the mirror. That's your competition.
No. But maybe we should go to your site, and let's see where your site is at. Let's go there right now. And that's a good segue. As we start to get into this a little bit, let's share, shall we?
Yes. Thanks, Paul.
Of course. So here we are. Let's go to we're going to the blog.
The blog, yes.
Chicana's Guide to Confidence.
Chicana's Guide to Confidence, because I'm talking about my experience.
I'm sorry. I just, is this you?
Yes. What a difference a day makes.
A chola in Congress. Wow.
You didn't read it, Paul?
No, this is brand new. I was I'm looking down here.
I thought you subscribed.
I did, but I don't look at my email every day. That's the thing.
You gotta support your girl, Paul. I'm supporting you.
Órale, calmada. No, but this. Okay, where's he? Okay, all topics. What's the one before this?
The one before Chilean Congress is
like, how do I go?
Just scroll down. You missed it after the.
Just scroll down. Okay.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is.
So click on that.
I am mine before I am anybody else's. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think it's exactly what we're talking about. That even though my mom raised me and my siblings and my community and my friends and my lovers,
we're gonna put you up above me,
Okay. Even though they have a lot of influence in my life, ultimately I'm gonna do what I want to do and what I think is best for me. And in the past, I have allowed people to really guide my life. Now the only one guiding is me, and I'm trying to be a better me for the purpose of so that I can love my son more efficiently, my community, my family more effectively. But it's all about me, and it sounds ugly. It sounds a little selfish, right? But in this journey of self-empowerment, self-discovery, and me trying to improve as a person and as a businesswoman, I'm realizing that I really, really have to work on me 100%. Otherwise, I will be no good to you, Paul, no good to my son, to my family, to my friends, or my community. So that's what that means, that I'm number one. I got to focus on me first.
I'm going to respond to that in a minute, but we got a tip that just came in. Mexican Iron Man has tipped us $10. Let's play. Eso. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. Thank you, Mike.
Cool. So they just paid you?
Yeah, we're checking out. Cool. Mexican Iron Man said, "Awesome energy, great interview." Thank you, Mexican Iron Man.
Thank you, Iron Man. Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah, he
¿De
is.
dónde eres, Mexican Iron Man? Are you tapatio?
No, you know what he is? He's a norte. He's from the norte, Holmes. He's from.
So is my mom. She's from Sinaloa.
the northern California.
Oh, I thought northern Mexico.
Right? I know when I say norteño,
He's
I'm like,
Mexican.
it's like from NorCal. He's from NorCal. That's
You're a
hilarious.
bunch of Mexicans up there. It's okay.
There's a lot of Mexicans there, great. So yeah, when I see I get phrases like that. I get it. They're inspirational, they're empowerment, all of the above. My issue is that we often take those powerful slogans and we use it as an excuse to let our ego run the show.
That's true too.
And I know that's not you, but I just wanted to talk about it for a second, because for myself, and I love what you said. So for myself, if I don't stay sober, which I'm approaching 6 years, if I don't,
congratulations.
yeah, if I
That's
don't
awesome.
do the spiritual things that I need to do every morning, I'm not good to anybody. I'm not of service. I'm not a great boyfriend. I'm not a great son. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now,
That's beautiful, Paul. Yeah.
if I get that empowerment, like you said, right? And if I take care of my business with my high power and with what I got to do, then I can be empowered from a place of grace and humility, not from a place of ego and aggression and what was the other word I wanted to say? Arrogance.
Yes.
So I like that you put it up there, and I like that that we can talk about stuff like that. I just think that a lot of people nowadays, they take their slogans, they put them up on social media, and they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, and they don't live any any principles. They live the principles of themselves in the moment, YOLO, and
yeah. And they hurt the ones that they love because of those actions. But definitely selfishness it has like a very negative connotation, and even self-love. But like you said, we have to really, congratulations on they're not drinking.
Let's stop for a second.
On my 14th day of not drinking. So
hold on a second on that.
Feel good. Yeah, go ahead.
You're frozen. I don't know if anyone in the chat can see that, but I see your image is frozen. So let's take you out, and I want you to pop out of StreamYards and pop back in, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me know in the chat if you guys, if she was frozen or not. All right. So as she's coming back in, El Ramos sent us a tip. Muchísimas gracias, El Ramos. You get the grito. Gracias, El Ramos. And Gabriela Gonzalez says it's like the analogy of the airplane emergency. Oxygen yourself first, then help others. ¿Me entiendes? Absolutely. And there is freedom, and there's a great empowerment when you're helping others, but you cannot help others, right? If you don't have, for me, if I don't have in between here clear for the day, and I don't get too ahead of myself. There you are, beautiful. There you are. She's back. Yeah, she was frozen. So there you go. So perfect. So you didn't miss anything. So did we want to read this one or your new one? What would you like to do?
I'll read it. You want me to read it? Yeah, I'll read this one. I love this one.
Okay, so this one is called, go ahead.
Infiel desgraciado. I'm gonna have to put on my glasses.
Yeah, well, we love glasses, let me tell you.
And you have to enlarge it because I can't see.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do that.
Actually, can you play the video? Like scroll down a little bit and play the video.
I can do that. Here we go.
Oh, there we go. That way I can watch too.
Can you hear this?
Yes.
Perdóname. Please take me back. This time it's true.
I promise never to do it again. Forgive me, my love. Pardon my infidelity. All these senseless majaderías and absurd cochinadas. Te lo juro that my mom, she raised me right. I'm sorry that I ignored you and that I neglected you. Y sin pensar, I gave myself to another instead of choosing you. Disculpa este gran engaño. Fue un error, te lo juro. Give me another oportunidad. Te lo juro, mira, ¡mua! Cross my heart. No fue mi intención. How stupid it was for me to hide you and to pretend that you didn't exist. Yo ya me dejé de parrandas, no más tardeadas ni babosadas. Mira, aquí se acabó, créeme. Ya dejé de pendejadas. You will no longer feel insecure. Sweetheart, I promise to never deny you. Ya recapacité, ya reconocí. Ya sé that there is nothing better than loving me.
Nice. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, so yeah, break it down a little bit.
So that is like the way I was promoting it to my friends. Like I was saying, check out this love letter that I wrote. And I even kind of sensationalized it a little bit. Like, you want to hear about me cheating? You want to check out, how I cheated? I was such a cheater, right? And then my family and friends were like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, they were concerned about my ex and the family and my kid. And I said, just watch. They're like, how could you say that? What are people going to think about you? But it's just, it's just fun. It's for show. And it's actually really real. It's a love letter. It sounds like I'm talking to a partner that I was cheating on, that I was so faithful so many times over and over, and I couldn't stop cheating, and that I was spending all my time on somebody else, and in the end, it's me. I was cheating on myself. I was like giving all this energy to and not necessarily like all my exes or anything like that, but back to what I'm trying to share with my friends, with my family, with my community, with what I'm learning, is that it's so important to really take care of our health. Like you mentioned, the drinking. I'm on my 17th day in this 75-day challenge of not drinking.
Nice.
And I feel so good. And it's the second time that I'm doing it, but it feels so good to have all this abundant energy, to get up, to work out, to sweat, to cook, to eat clean, to drink water, and to be so happy to invest in your work and your family and your friends. I feel so good.
You've been posting your exercise videos también.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
I like that I'm supporting my gym. The gym is Selva here in City Terrace.
Yeah.
It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
And it's 1 block away from my house.
That's
and
great.
How could I not promote this business that is so good for my community, for me, for my son, for my well-being? I'm in love with it. It's my new addiction. So I realized, because I have friends and family that follow, I started posting my videos, and believe it or not, I've gotten her a lot of customers from the community, friends.
Nice.
And so I'm going to keep doing it, because I know I'm sharing something that's positive and not just good for the friends that I'm sharing with, but also good for me, because it makes me feel so good to know that it can possibly impact a small business in my community that way. And I'm still supporting Monique. She's a Chicana black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I love it.
Junior Olympic champion. She's freaking amazing. And that's why I'm posting those videos. And also I'm enjoying sharing my transformation, because my body is transforming. I'm a healthier, firmer, stronger, more agile version of me at my age. I would have never thought that. I know. I'm like, someone bring a Chicana sexy back, but it feels awesome to feel that way, and I would want other friends.
Someone wants to see your exercise videos. Butterflies wants to see them. They're on. Let's grab her Instagram.
Videos?
They're on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any. Oh, I have some of them.
Yeah, like on your stories, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would love it if you guys haven't seen them to log on and also follow Selva Women's Fitness that I tag all the time.
Yeah.
I was really worried about the business because during the quarantine, they had like 200 kids at one time, everyone doing jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and the women's boot camp. And when COVID hit, I was like, shit, where am I going to work out? What am I going to do? So I started promoting, and I told Monique, I said, I'm going to help you, like, I'm going to get my vecinas and everyone to join, so that this business can make it.
Well, you're inspiring butterflies. I want to try and work out and lose weight, but it's kind of hard for me right now. I like to be better and take better care of my body like you. There you go. You are so beautiful. Wow.
Wow. Thanks.
Thank you.
Butterflies. Mwah.
Yeah. Let's grab.
My recommendation is like you, Paul, like you exercise and you're coaching kids
every day.
I think if you surround yourself with people that have your same mentality or that have the same goal, it naturally happens. I started walking with a group of friends during COVID until we all got COVID and we didn't see each other for a while. But knowing that I have another group of friends that is counting on me is forcing me to follow through and to do it. So definitely surround yourself with people.
All right, I'm gonna put in the chat, guys. Diana's Instagram. These are very defining times for a lot of people, and just kind of how I even expressed about my opinion on taking a self-empowerment phrase and kind of twisting it.
Yeah.
People have twisted this and twisted that for their own comfort. Because, the fear of the unknown, the fear of being uncomfortable. We don't like that, So I thought, this news article came across my desk, and it covers what we cover as far as the Latino Slant, Hollywood, the award shows. And I want to get to it. But before I do, I also just want to say thank you to everyone who's here. 45 people watching, 49 likes, and we had 49 likes, and we have 1 thumbs down. So whoever that thumbs down is, thank you. You helped the algorithm, believe it or not. That's badass. Let's check in with the chat one more time before we get to this. There's Deanna's Instagram official page. Yeah, Clobber makes it all look a lot nicer than I do. Candy Lopez, Deanna's necklace, though. Where can we buy that?
You could buy this on my online store. I'm introducing different lines of jewelry from different parts of Mexico. I'm not going to get a lot of pieces. I'm getting exclusive pieces so that I can...
Hold on. There you go. All right. Show it off.
It's hand-painted Talavera pieces from this. It's a well-known designer from Jalisco, and he puts lapis lazuli beads, and he designs a variety of really dramatic, really bold pieces. And I met with him, so I brought a line, and I'm going to be selling a few of his pieces on my website. So look him up when we're done. And if you're watching, you can use the code Bienvenidos, and you will get a discount at checkout. So only the people who are watching live. Bienvenidos. Hi, Sole.
Soledad says, "You are so beautiful and wise woman now. Admire you, and I'm so proud to know you for so many years." Oh, right.
I used to date her son.
Órale. Butterflies. I followed you on Instagram, girl.
Hey, girl. What's up?
Darth Astor. My brother has been to Jalisco. Eso.
I love Jalisco. Oh, Frank.
And Frank.
I'm happy to see that my friends logged in to support me and support you, and I hope that
Little me.
I
Little me, big Diana.
you're doing amazing.
No,
You
I'm saying because of the
created
image.
opportunities for
'Cause
me,
of
and
the
you
image.
exposed my business, and I appreciate that, Paul.
Yeah.
I really
Okay,
appreciate
so are we ready to talk about this kind of like perplexing and difficult issue for some?
Yes.
All right. Let's share the screen. And where am I?
It's uncomfortable, but what
Yeah, I don't want to like, dude, this is not like crazy, okay? We're adults here, but from the pages of Deadline, Vida star Ser Anzoategui says it's time. Thank you. Says it's time for a non-binary award category. This is a guest column.
Yeah.
And it's by her. Okay. Editor's note: a regular on the barrier-breaking Vida over the 3 seasons run of the Star series, said has long identified as non-binary with the Golden Globes tonight. Well, that was a couple nights ago or last night. Credits include East Los High, Better Things, has penned a guest column for Deadline about what they see us as a need for significant change in the way performers are categorized in award season. Now, Diana, I'm going to read. Anytime you want to say something, just say Paulie, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's time for the non-binary award category. Being eligible for award season has been the highlight of my career. However, when I was respectfully asked which category, I prefer to submit myself in for the Golden Globe Awards and the Screen Actors Guild Awards, it became a challenging experience. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Now, you might ask, what makes submitting such a prestigious acting award so stressful? Well, it's because performance award categories are marked by gender, and there is no category that truly reflects my gender. Weighing out which category I fit in at best becomes an experience filled with what's called gender dysphoria. As my brain hovers over the options, I watch myself from outside my own body in a weird, uncomfortable, to say the least, scene-like moment filled with angst. Okay. Although the experience varies, I now realize this painful experience is unacceptable. I think we can do more to include us gender fluid folk with an X. All right. And I believe it is time for a non-binary performance category in the Golden Globe and SAG Awards. Why not all awards? Okay.
Paul.
Go ahead.
You sent me this article earlier, and when I read it,
Yeah.
I thought, oh shit, that's brave of her.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's being true to herself, and that's something that a lot of people might have a hard time facing. Like, that's not me. This is me, and it's kind of like what we're doing too. We're Chicanos, and so for some people, I'd say, like, what is that? And she's letting people know who she is, and I think that's amazing that she wrote about it. I was really impressed. And when I thought of that, I thought of it from the perspective of a mother, of a teacher, of a counselor, and I thought of all the kids and even family members that I had that had been in similar situations that have felt shame or fear, what you mentioned earlier, to come out and say who they really are, what they really love, or who they really love. And I think that she's definitely overcoming that fear, and she's getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. And I think there's so many changes now. There's so many movements for acceptance, for tolerance, and I think that she's doing something great. I think this is huge.
Okay, let's move on. Let's read on. I thought at first it didn't matter which category I was submitted in because what takes precedence is the performance. Then I remembered Jared Leto and Jeffrey Tambor. Their award wins for playing trans women were due to their gender presentation. Voters and audiences alike have stated they see how these actors had to transform in order to play transgender roles. When Dustin Hoffman won the Oscar in 1968 for The Graduate, he wasn't America's traditional leading man. It helped to usher in a new Hollywood tradition of average-looking but emotionally explosive leading men, self-described in his Britannic bio. In short, the actors who fill the leading roles of our time represent a space for cultural reflection. When voters look at the lead actor category, they are perhaps looking to make a larger statement about the image of what a leading man represents in our society today. So I ask you, how would a non-binary actor have equal chance in the lead actor or actress category? How can they compete with what's perceived as the norm? Furthermore, what responsibility lies with the voters? How do we expect voters to take the time to educate themselves on the nuances and complexities of the gender of non-binary trans people if the governing bodies of these award shows don't make it a priority? How are voters supposed to see the difference between, for example, a butch lesbian versus a non-binary performance, or perhaps a trans person who identifies as non-binary? Got anything to add right there, Diana?
Do you, Paul?
No, I'm gonna wait till I'm going through this whole thing.
It's good. I'm glad you wrote about
Yeah. But let me see what the anyone in the audience. Okay. I think everyone is talking about potatoes. We'll keep it at that. At present, it creates a false equivalence to choose a category. It also suggests implicit bias. Without a lesson in non-binary identity, the viewer often insists as seeing a non-binary actor, actress as the gender their own bias allows, rather than the true gender of the non-binary trans person. Non-binary people are also indisputably present. They live and work in our industry, in our community. They are award-winning, lauded artists in pain, and lip service is not enough. Okay, we have created change for ourselves in this society. If non-binary people can legally change their names and identities, such as to be recognized by the state, yes, you can change your birth certificate to reflect your true gender in most states. In California, even you can change your gender marker on state issues IDs and driver's licenses to non-binary. Why not take the same strides within award categories? There is constant change that happens within award show guidelines. So why not include us? Non-binary people are part of the fabric of our industry. I didn't choose to be non-binary, transmasculine, and at times feminine expressed. This is who I've always been. This defines who I am. We are not the elephant in the room. We are vibrant, strong, beautiful people living freely from the shackles of gender norms imposed upon us. Anything, Diana? You good?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to finish.
Yeah. All right. Oh, well, I lost the page. My presence, along with the myriad gender identities, isn't a burden. It's a privilege. We are a world beyond the binary. Okay, we are a world beyond the binary. All right. I do have issue with that thought, but I'm going to get back to that. This advocacy for a non-binary category is bigger than our industry. It contributes to normalizing our bodies. It gives us value and worth on the streets we walk daily, where sometimes safe spaces do not exist for us, and we are instead met with violence for trans or non-binary, and at academic rates disproportionately for Black trans women and trans Latina. Excuse me. There's a lot of tongue-twisting words, guys. Apologize. Yeah. I ask this consideration so people like Elliot Page can have safe spaces to transition. I imagine safe parks where people can, like Laverne Cox, can enjoy a walk with a friend without the fear of violence looming. I imagine safe housing where people like myself can live free of harassment and assault from neighbors. I could go on naming actor after non-binary actor you might remotely recognize. And yet imagine those without fame of credits to rattle off as validation go through on a daily basis. The SAG and Awards and the Golden Globes need to create a new category that represents a portion of our community that is not being proportioned. That small Hollywood gesture will make a grand statement about our society. Oftentimes we forget our industry helps shape cultural norms. Yeah. Let us show you the beauty of what our gender encompasses. Okay, I thought she was beyond binary. I thought she was beyond gender. So even here, I see a little bit of a let us show you the beauty of what our gender encompasses. So she is, or they is a gender, and that is, I guess, that is non-binary trans, even though
submitted in the actress.
right. Stop
category.
limiting us from the endless ways in which we can embody our gender. Embrace us, all of us. All right.
So I think it's admirable. It's kind of like, this is an extreme example, but it was like back when women were trying to be included in like male industry, you know, male dominated, or when the Black culture was trying to, you know, be included as well. Like, this is extreme, but she's talking about it. This is how she feels. She's creating a buzz. Look, we're talking about it, and we don't know enough about it, right, to make the decision for her. But I'm glad that she's talking about it, and because it's gonna give an opportunity for others to feel brave enough to share their experience as well.
Let you know, we've been giving our opinions. Let's quickly do let's see what the chat is saying really quick. I think he was joking, but Bones, my potatoes identify as fries, baked, mashed. Can I be a potato? You know what that's going on is I think
Can I have potato?
No, Mr. Potato, they took out the Mr. the toy.
Oh, because
yeah. Gabby HG says, wow, tough question.
Wow. Yeah, that was tough.
Chicanos is the same as something created by we, don't who? Where does the push for acceptance of something that was only recently considered a mental illness come from? Oh, wow. That's great. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Gabby HG. Well, it wasn't until recently that something that was considered a mental illness, being gay, being trans.
Oh.
Right? That's what he's saying. Where does this push for acceptance come from? Chicanos is the same as something created by we, don't who. I don't didn't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand the question. But is he talking about like Chicanos?
Well, I think maybe you can put that in your Muslim uncle. But from what I'm getting, where does the push for acceptance of something that was only recently considered a mental illness,
like non-binary, or sometimes like gay, lesbian was considered a mental illness not long ago? We know it was a long time ago. Like, it wasn't long ago.
And for argument's sake, right? You know, I am a straight male, you know, and that's where I'm coming from with this. And I'm trying to be open and to you know, but you know, let me just check in on the chat, because you know, we love our chat, we love our community here. We should love one another and don't judge who we are, and we want to be in our lives what we want to be in our lives and be happy. We should support everyone.
Yes.
Who we are is who we are. Be happy. Okay, I'm sorry if I didn't read that right.
She's saying like we could be whoever the hell we want, as long as we're not imposing our views on anybody. We accept everybody and let everyone be happy, you know, like why are we fighting so much?
Wish people would love another and don't judge or hate another. It would be a lot better if everyone got along with one another.
Don't worry.
We should have the freedom to be who we want and to accept and reject what we want.
That's true too.
That's true too.
That's true.
So
she's rejecting that title and she wants something new. So
right.
Talk about it.
Yeah. So, you know, my initial reaction when I first read this was like, you know, no. You know, you have either there's plenty of other awards in the LGBT community that you can get nominated for, and those award shows don't allow any straight categories. They're discriminating just as much as these award shows are. So you know, the Black award shows, you'd never see a gay award category, a Latino award category, because it's a Black award category, right? The construct is already traditional, whether it's Black or the big ones or Latino or the gay. The construct is traditional. Best in this category, best in that category, the best performer, right? That's what I care about. I want the best performance. But then I talked to my girlfriend about this, and she reminded me of the story of a role that she went out for that at the end of the day was a trans role. And this was a big TV show.
Wow, that's cool.
And technically she had gotten the role.
Wow.
But they went to her and they said, "We can't give this to you. We have to give it to a trans actor." And she understood. Wow. And she understood. I will never understand that. I don't think that's right. I think it's the best person, but that's me. But what she said is, if that person is equal or greater than my talent, more power to them. And she ended up getting a bigger role later on down the line in that TV series because they brought her back, right? They brought her back. It's a slippery slope, man. And then I talked to a good friend of ours who's non-binary, and we looked at other categories. We looked at other awards and what they do, and I have to say, even though I don't understand it, I accept it. And if they want to create a separate award for a non-binary performance, who am I to stop them? I would love to see the way Blacks and Asians have really integrated into the award shows now. You see, I mean, the Golden Globes are with, all these great performances by African-American actors. They killed it this year. I'd love to see just everyone integrate into the best performance category, right? Whether it's a male or female, right?
Narrow it down.
Best performance, right?
Yeah.
Best performance. I'd love everyone to be in competition for that. Because that's really what this is about. We're talking about a competitive award show, right? We're talking about the best. And I get it that, a male had to transition just to be, a Forrest Gump, be a Rain Man, right? And why didn't they get a handicap actor? I understand.
Yeah. That's acting.
But, I checked out some other award shows, and one called the Dorian Film Awards. And it's by a LGBT film society of critics.
I saw that.
Right, and I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's gonna be like, all the best gays and this and that. And it was like these traditional.
I'm gonna watch all of these.
Right. And it was like these traditional categories.
Yeah.
Then it had best LGBT film.
Yeah.
Best film. Great, amazing performance. Best actor. I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Because they were giving awards to Antonio Banderas. They're giving awards to Parasite. None of that. None of those things. Yeah. None of those movies had anything to do with being gay. And they're giving awards to them. You know what? I tip my hat off to you.
That's
I tip my hat off to you.
It's a community supporting their community. Yeah.
So, it makes me uncomfortable, this article. But I guess that's where I can learn. And because my instinct is just to shush it away. And that is not living in the real world with everyone else. So
it's not going to go away.
Well, people, like the Muslim uncle said, it's my right to reject as well as accept, and so, yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
This is good
so
stuff.
Is that, and what I thought as a mother, like I told you, as a teacher, I was trying to empathize with the individual from that perspective. Like, what would I tell my child if this is my child writing that or asking for this kind of support? I would support my child. I would empower my child. And I would say, you go out there, you do it. So I think that said is definitely, being true to herself and being authentic and speaking her mind. She's got a long way to go, but I feel proud of her because she's overcoming that fear that others might have.
Now, just like with classic books, classic literature. I don't want it, this is just me. I don't want any of that to go away. I just want more room on the bookshelf. So if this person is coming from a full-on activist mode where they want to burn it down, right? I'm not down with that. Right? That's just me. I'm not down with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't like the way these award shows are, go create your own. I'm all for expanding, right? But if you're saying that, hey, your old constructs, you know, are oppressing me, it's like, you know, they're word categories. At the end of the day, the majority of people are straight men and straight women. That's just the reality. That the reality is, you know, look at the Latinos in the U.S. You wouldn't know it, but we're the majority as far as ethnic minorities here in the United States. And right? You wouldn't know that from television and film because we're hardly there. And I'm not talking Spanish.
But there are more of us showing up, though.
Sure,
more of us supporting each other. The community is growing, and there's more acceptance now that we're more visible. More people are being more tolerant and more accepted because of the visibility, like Shakira and J-Lo and you know all these Latinos that are George Lopez. I mean, those are quick references, but thanks to people like that, you know, they're helping raise awareness. And people are more tolerant now.
Yeah. Again, you know, I appreciate this reading this article, and you know, I actually would want to get this person on the show and interview this person here live on the show. That would be amazing.
We have a lot to learn. Yeah.
You know, but that being said, there's certain constructs, there's certain things that work for me and that work for the majority of people. And I don't want to impress anyone. I don't want to dog anyone. I don't want to do that. Right. You know, but I don't see a reason, Deanna, to tear down a system just because you might think it's oppressive to you.
I'm not trying to tear the system down.
Hey, picture.
I'm just glad that this person is brave and that they're speaking their mind and they have a community that supports them. And in the end, that's all we need. It's creating a buzz and we're talking about it. And some people might get upset about it, but like you said, we have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Hey, we didn't even start talking about
with
this.
Change comes growth. Yeah. So thank you for having me tonight. It was so fun.
We're not done. You got to go or what?
I got to put my son to bed.
Give me 5 minutes, Mujer. We got to close this down. Okay, all right. Really, we're gonna wrap it.
Yes.
She's like, we already talked. I love this. Butterfly says, "Love you both. Inspires so much talking about this. Makes me want to do more kinds for everyone. Love it."
That's awesome.
Gabby HG. These are subgroups that celebrate specific diverse groups like Image Awards or other group awards. Unfortunately, major award shows are not with the times, usually with more white men and women.
You see, you got people thinking about it.
Cannot argue that getting nominations for major award shows. I cannot. Wow. I think that is definitely have changed a lot. The major award shows, and okay. I hope you're keeping it clean.
Aterrador para las tijeras de cumpleaños. Wow, that's cool.
What did he say? Go ahead.
He's a romántico. Que tengas un día aterrador para las tijeras de cumpleaños de oso hormiguero informático. He's used a bunch of beautiful words that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, last one. Love you both. Inspired me so much. I want to go out and do more kinds. Oh, I think we already read that. Okay. Yeah. Gabby, one more time. I don't think mainstream award shows will ever fully welcome all groups. They were never meant to be diverse. I don't agree. I don't agree. From award shows where the people that won the awards back in the day,
That's gonna be another show.
Hattie McDaniel, who won for an award for Best Supporting Actress in Gone with the Wind, they wouldn't even let her in the front door. So yes, it's changed a lot, Gabby. It's changed. It's not perfect, Gabby, but they've changed a lot. Okay, all right. I think that's
Bye,
the show.
Letty.
Oh, we just got another tip real quick. Thank you from Bone. What a great show. Let's give you the grito. Bone says, great show,
That was
Paulie and Deanna.
cool.
Much love from Miami, Florida. Much love, everybody. Let people know where they can reach you.
Me?
Deanna.
Oh, you can reach
Yeah.
me at Instagram at Mexi Chic Crafts
Uh-huh.
or on my website, www.mexicchicrafts.com.
Mhm.
And also this Sunday, I'm having a sale, my first pop-up of the year in West Covina. I'm going to put it on my story on Instagram.
Nice.
Maybe you guys could come out from 10 to 4 and check out my blog. I collaborated this past Sunday with In the Making Boutique. It's a boutique that accepts gently used clothing, and they also provide clothing, resources, empowerment for kids in the community. They're awesome, and they've been getting a lot of visits, so I really appreciate the family and friends. And hopefully Paulie will help me on the show some other time so we could talk about the things he likes to talk about.
Well, it looks like people in the chat want you on as a full-on co-host, so we will talk. There's definitely opportunities. It's
That
just
would
a
be
matter
cool.
of time management.
I'm
To be
sad
honest,
about the thumbs down. That's
I'm not.
you like
I'm
that?
not.
Do you
They
get
can't, we have 56 likes, 1 thumbs down. That's badass, dude. That's badass.
That's cool.
That's badass.
Well,
dude.
yeah. You can't please everyone.
No, hey, look, I'm pleased. I'm pleased as punch, man. You know, we had a fantastic show, Deanna.
Thank
Why don't
you.
you go ahead and say goodbye? I will close it out on my own, okay?
Thank you very much, friends,
hold on.
family,
Hold on.
community supporters for supporting
There
me
you
and
go.
Paul. And thank you for all the support. I really appreciate you. Sorry that I've been bugging you and messaging you, but this is really empowering me, and I hope that in turn that I'm able to inspire you to go out there and do your own shit. Thank you, guys. Good night. I love you, familia.
Okay, remember this week, Thursday night at 9 p.m. is the Deadwood Watch Party. This Saturday, movies to lose your friends by noon. All times are Pacific times, and you can catch us and everything we do on the Latino Slant again Thursday and Saturday. And then next week is our big musical that we're gonna have, and that was truly a great, memorable show. I thank you guys for opening up your hearts and opening up your minds, and yeah, and also too, Deanna Diaz. Wow. All right, mi gente, be good. We'll see you soon. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you are. Paz, and wherever you're at, keep your slant fuerte.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant.
Slant. All right, Paulie, let's go.